case you use it at Night of Champions.
Yeah.
You can't use it when Ambrose is in the ring.
Yeah.
And stay in the ring and fight.
But you got to use Kane when Ambrose is in the ring. Yeah, it makes no sense.
Or a freaking box. Let's bring a box out. What's in the box? And we'll talk more about.
We all know it's cinder blocks.
And we'll talk about the box.
Even though the Germans aren't there anymore, but still.
What, no German in a box?
Yeah, well, there's no German announce table. I mean, nobody's
so
talked about this.
It's done broke your heart.
It has. They brought back the Spanish announce table, and I was like, what happened to the Germans? Did they not cut it?
Spanish announcers pay more money.
Yeah, I bet.
Actually, it's an easier exchange rate. Anyway.
It's not euros, yeah.
No, it's not euros.
They're not losing money.
It's pesos. Anyway, after that, I'm trying. This is bad.
Oh, my.
Anyway, we had the Authority backstage. Triple H puts Kane. They're arguing amongst themselves. Orton and Kane's wondering why they have to keep protecting Rollins, which I feel the same way. He puts Triple H books a match between Kane versus Ambrose and Cena versus Orton. So I'm okay with, Cena, Orton, part 25, 30, wherever they're at nowadays. Then we had Miz with Mizdow.
Oh, God.
And they both have an IC belt versus Ziggler and Wriggler.
So he's got a toy belt. That's so hilarious to me.
It's funny because they do the twirl at the same time. They do, they kiss the belt at the same time. It's cute. It was cute. I'm glad that Ms. Dow, or Sandow, as I call him, is doing something on TV.
Did TNA call him yet? Because I feel like he's going to.
No, but they did call somebody's mama.
Uh-oh.
Yep, Brodus Clay.
Sorry, Brodus.
So, welcome to the unemployment line. But, yeah, we had the Miz versus Ziggler for a rematch of the IC belt. And that's usually not a good thing. Pretty much. Oh, I actually was thinking, what happened on Raw, the way he won, he ran off. Ziggler, Sandow ran off, and they ran him back out.
Yeah.
He distracted.
That was, yep.
But it's a mere seconds later, and Miz hits the skull-crushing finale. He immediately covers Ziggler, but Ziggler somehow manages to kick out at the 2. The fans break out into "Let's Go Ziggler" chants. Then they have All Night, and after that one, Ziggler hits the Famouser out of nowhere, and he immediately covers, but now Miz somehow manages to kick out at 2. This is turned a great match. It was a pretty good match. Yeah. Ziggler goes for the zigzag out of nowhere, but it's distracted by Sandow. Miz rolls him up from behind and grabs the tights, but Ziggler rolls it over, and he grabs the tights and of the Miz, and Ziggler wins, and once again is the IC champion.
First time we've seen a title change on Raw in a long time, I feel.
Well, yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a while.
You know what I don't like about this, though, is he just won the belt the night before.
Dude, they used to do that all the time, though.
He just won the belt the night before. And, what are you going to do with The Miz? I mean, seriously, dude.
I think The Miz is done. I think he's going to go back to Hollywood and do whatever he does best. I really believe that, man. I mean, what do you do with The Miz? Do you put him in another... Do you put him in, like, another rivalry or something?
Yeah, probably against Mizdow.
Yeah, because that's going to be great. No, I want to see that. I really want to see Damien Sandow be Sandow versus The Miz.
Well, you see, he did not... you see, I figured Mizdow would cost him the title. Yeah. I figured Sandow would cost The Miz the title. He didn't do that. So, they could say he did, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you do with The Miz now. I really don't. So...
Did you say Miz now?
Yeah.
Awesome. The Miz now. But the other thing I didn't like is the roll-up. What's up with the roll-ups for the pins on these guys?
I don't know. They don't like using their finishers anymore.
And then, I think there was a high moon in Memphis. You know, how far you pull down the tights, so that's great. But anyway, I don't know what they're going to do with this. If you read SmackDown, the next one in line for the IC belt is Cesaro. So now you'll see Ziggler and Cesaro in a match. I can see it. I can see a good rivalry come out of this. But what you gonna do? You don't do with Cesaro. You don't pass him from one title to the other.
It looks like that's what they're doing.
I mean, seriously, stop losing. Next up, we had Bo Dallas versus Jack Swagger. I don't even want to talk about this match. This is horrible.
Swagger got his victory back.
He did. He won with the Patriot Lock. Zeb is now a believer.
He believes.
Yes, that he lost.
Yeah.
I hope this is over. I don't know what they're going to do with either one of these guys. Bo Dallas, how can you try to even build his character with him losing?
Yeah.
You can't.
Nah.
What are you going to do with Swagger? Who you going to put him back against? Rusev? No. You going to put him for the IC or US belt? No. Seriously, what are you going to do with this guy? Either one of these guys. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with these guys?
You just buried their rivalry. They could have had a rivalry, and now they can't have one anymore. Swagger won. What are you going to do with them? You can't just go back into a rivalry.
You could have him fight Mizark.
Yeah. Good luck.
What's wrong with Mizark?
The Mizark.
As JP says, the Mizark.
The Mizark.
But you got to do something, man. You got all these talented guys, and you're doing nothing with them, but lose every week. Next up, we had Summer with Layla versus Natalya with Rosa.
Yeah, that was
man.
great.
Oh, this is brutal. Summer says summer is over for all of you, but summer is never over for her and Lay.
Her and Lay?
Yeah, because it's some Lay now.
Oh, so that thing that you've been talking about for months, which is Slayer,
Is
never
some-
happened.
No, it did. Now it's some Lay.
I never heard it on TV called the Slayers.
Instead, I did. You didn't. You
No,
didn't turn
no,
the volume
no,
up
no,
enough.
no, no.
You didn't turn the volume up for Slayer. You got to listen to Slayer. You got to turn music up. Anyway.
Oh, that's true for
True.
that's true for the metal band too. Yeah.
But that's my point. But you got Summer with Lay. So now they're doing Lay Cool, but some Lay.
Some Lay.
Or
yeah.
Lay,
Michelle McCool.
Or Lay some. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Michelle McCool is at home going, hey, you guys taking my gimmick?
Yeah, the gimmick fringe is over.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh.
Natalya wins with the sharpshooter. I don't know. This is Total Divas nightmare. And by the way, if you didn't watch Total Divas last week, Natalya pulled Summer Rae out of the car when they're driving along the road, which is crazy. I know she don't like somebody, but pulling another girl out of the car,
I'd do it.
I bet you would.
No, but you know the thing I hate, though, is Natalya, man. Like, I love her. She's good. She's good in the ring. She knows what she's doing, but they're she's getting put in these matches, and it's just like, do they not like her or something in the WWE? Because I feel like she's getting put down.
She's actually all over WWE. She's on NXT with Tyson Kidd, her husband. She's all over the place. But they just have different storyline for Paige and AJ and them. Where she fit it. But at least, I will give them the credit for this. At least you have different diva storylines now.
Yeah,
It used to be one diva storyline. That was it. You would get to see two divas once a week, and that was it.
Yeah.
You
then
can
the
only
rest
see
of them, you won't see them.
You
for
can
a
only
while.
see Alicia Fox and Exana so many times in the ring. So
well, now you don't see Exana at all in the ring.
Right. And thank goodness we don't see Cameron in the ring right now. So
well, she's in NXT now.
Well, supposedly, we'll see. Next up, we had Well, really, I can't believe we spent that long on that match. Ambrose versus Kane. Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds, but Rollins interrupts, and Ambrose wins by DQ.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I tell you, man, Ambrose and Rollins, man, it's like, are they saving it? Are they saving this golden match for like a really good opportunity or something?
What, the Ambrose and Rollins?
Yeah, I mean, you really haven't seen them. You saw them at SummerSlam, and it was okay, but it was nothing like we wanted it to be.
No, they haven't let. That's my thing with these guys. They're still. I know you're saving Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns for a match.
Yeah.
With each other. I understand that, but you can't tease the Ambrose and Rollins match for so long.
Yeah.
And not let them have a match.
Very true.
You know, this is the perfect match. The time for them to actually have a match is Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see anybody else. I just want to see these two guys in a Hell in a Cell, letting them go at it. You know, letting them just tear the arena down.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think these two could do great. I mean, heck, these guys are the future of the WWE, whether you like it or not. Whether you like Ambrose, whether you like Rollins, whether you like these two, and heck, even Reigns. Whether you like any of them, these guys are the future.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're going to be big stars, if not already big stars.
After the match, they go backstage. They brawl all over the arena. They battle. Ambrose finally gets the better of Rollins. However, now Kane has recovered, and numbers game becomes too much for Ambrose. Kane hits a big choke slam on Ambrose. Rollins and Kane walk off to the back. However, Rollins pauses and then stops. He turns around and heads back to the ring, likely to deliver additional punishment to Ambrose. At this point, Ambrose has recovered and has a chair. He welcomes Rollins in, but Rollins stops and smiles and walks back up the ramp. After all that, we head to a break. Backstage, we're commercial. We see Rollins and Kane seeming to be happy with themselves. Triple H stops them and tells them they did good, but they need to quit starting all these fires around here. Before he can continue, he tells them to watch out. Ambrose jumps them from behind. A bunch of security guards grab him and choke him, doing more than just restraining him, but that's for sure. Triple H tells them to throw Ambrose out of the arena. Stephanie says no. She orders them to lock him in a room until later.
Yeah.
So that's great. Lock him in a room.
Yeah, because that always works. When you leave somebody in the building, you know that they're not going to get out.
Well, no, when you throw them out of the building, they get out. When you throw them in a freaking locked room, they get out. What you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do next, guys? Put him in the ring? Just keep him in the ring so you can see him at all times?
Yeah, pretty much. Then we have a update on Roman Reigns. He'll miss several months. You know, we said 6-8 weeks earlier, but 2-3 months. I think he'll be back by the Rumble.
It looks like they're going to go with their original plan of what they wanted to do with Reigns, which was, bring him at the Rumble, let him win,
Yeah.
and then he goes to WrestleMania. And I want to see that, I mean, remember how I said it was too early?
No, if you do it now, it'll be fine. You know how still is now? If you had Reigns fight Lesnar at Night Champions at Hell in a Cell, that would have been perfect.
Oh, it would have been.
That would have been perfect time for these two to go at each other. Lesnar beat Cena, hit that Lesnar-Cena match done with.
Yep.
Let Reigns fight Lesnar. Let Reigns win the match. You got him, and he's a made man. I know Lesnar beat The Undertaker, but think about it. If Reigns would beat him in the match, anybody that beats Lesnar is going to be made.
Well, yeah. I mean, because you're talking about the 21, the 1 in 21 in 1. I mean, you're talking about...
You just want to say that.
Yeah, but you're talking about the guy that, made history. So, yeah, if you beat the guy that made history, you're going to be set. I mean, and don't forget his lovely WWE reign in 2003.